Some days you just want to give up. We all have bad days, but what makes the bad days so bad that you want to curl up into a ball and just cry? Some people have it lucky, you know, others not so much. Do you ever just think, why me? Why me? Why is the world out to get me? Why was I cursed with a bad bench press? Yes, this is about my bench press. It's very important to me. You just feel like you're not good enough. Having a bad bench press is why most people struggle, and I think if people improve their bench, the world would be a better place. So that's what I'm striving to do. Even my dog shows no respect for me. This has to change. It's time to achieve greatness. And a wise man once said, how can you climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets? We are live. Hello everybody. Welcome to today's video. I am outside Gold's Gym in Galway, in Terryland Car Park, and I am 20 minutes early for my session with TJ. Tristan Jacobs, otherwise known as TJ Pain Free online. So I've spoken about my goal of wanting to hit a 170 kilo bench press this year. Now, I have been lifting for a very long time. My strength is decent. I'm a decently strong individual. However, achieving a big goal like that, a massive 1 rep max like that, ooh, I got bright. Achieving a big 1 rep max goal like that isn't in my wheelhouse. Bodybuilding and powerlifting, they're not the same thing. They're like cousins. They're closely related, but not the exact same thing. And I was following TJ for a little bit. I know him through my girlfriend, and he seemed like a sound cunt. I liked his personality, to be honest. And he's a powerlifter as well as a physio. So I thought I'd reach out to him and see what happens, get some help. Because I know myself, I value my time over my money. So I want to get a result. I want to actually get the result first and foremost. So reaching out to a professional will help me do that. And secondly, I want to get that result in a short time frame. So TJ is going to help me do this. I've been following his plan and his guidance for the last 4 weeks now, and we're going to go in and chat about it. We're going to act like the camera isn't there. We're going to record our session, what we're talking about, record some of the benching, and we're just going to pretend like the camera's not there. I think it's the best way to do it. It'll give you a nice insight to what I'm learning. TJ's obviously, he's a very smart dude, he's very insightful. So yeah, I'm dying to go to the toilet, so I'm gonna fucking cut that off, go to the bathroom, and the next time you see me, I should be sitting down with Mr. Jacobs.
What's your sort of feeling at the moment about the training that you've been doing?
It was definitely, there was an adjustment period for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was finding it, like I said to you before, I was finding it very hard to, it sounds great in theory, being like, okay, yeah, we're going benching 3 times a week, yeah, widen the grip. Then when it actually came into practice, it was like, shit. Felt weak, felt like I was a complete beginner again.
Yeah.
And in one sense, I've been a bit of a bitch, because I was like, I'm coming to someone for coaching. I need to be coachable. So I was being resistant to some of the advice you were giving me when it wasn't working out, which is very devish.
Look, it's why I don't push it.
Yeah.
Because I know you get to sort of figure out. It's different working with general population to working with someone that trains religiously and does work with people as well, that sometimes you just need to let them have their own realization of things. Do you know what kind of way?
Yeah.
Because there's no point in me forcing stuff on you and telling you like you have to do this or you have to do that, because what can happen is that it just alienates you into it and you start getting this, not necessarily negative mindset, but this negative approach to, like, is the goal fucking worth all this effort? Like, is it really, do you know?
Yeah.
Do I really want to do all this work that's involved and that kind of stuff? So sometimes, like, just give people a few weeks and let them just find their own feet and see what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean the things I've suggested are going to improve it or make it work, but we have to try them and see what happens. And if it's a case of going back to where you were and just working on that,
right,
through different loading strategies, then
Mm-hmm.
we can do that. To just see. So I think what my plan was for today was just to.
Do you mind if I kill this?
Of course, just
It's
hit
like-
the right hand plug.
It's like
Yeah.
melt in my head.
The plan today, I was thinking of was I want to just whatever way you're comfortable benching. I want
Right.
you to bench to. We probably do somewhere around close to max single.
Oh, lovely.
And the reason behind that is I want to work off a more accurate percentage.
Cool.
So we're going off a percentage of what you did some time ago for a single, but we need a realistic. Now it doesn't mean today is going to be a week's strongest day. I don't really care what it is today. It just gives me a more accurate percentage to work off of, so we can make sure we're always in that zone of where we need to be
Right.
with intensity.
Yeah.
Because I can pick numbers up based off of what you've done before, but the numbers need to be in a manner that we can consistently progress on and not hit a brick wall of fatigue too quickly.
Yeah.
And we don't want to undershoot so often that we're losing potential progress as well. We might look at doing a sort of a heavy, when I say heavy, potentially like not a 1 rep max, but close to it, maybe once every like 6 weeks or so.
Cool.
Just to see where we are and what's happening and how things are going. And also just for your own sort of awareness of where you are and getting used to the weight, because we can look at putting into your training some powerlifters do is putting in say a RP 8 level single and then back offs. So you'll have your heavy session where you'll do say you bench 100 kg. We can say, okay, well RP 8 is probably going to be somewhere around 92, somewhere around there maybe 91, 92. So if we know that if 100 is your actual max, then if we do 91 or 92.5 every week and the back off just creeps up, so you'll always bench that 92.5 for like 3 or 4 weeks, that doesn't go up. But what we do is we start creeping up the back offs after that. So you'll do one single 92.5 and then we work off sets underneath that with a little drop in intensity. But every week we look to increase the intensity of those back offs. So you raise the floor to close the gap between the floor and the roof.
Okay.
So in terms of this type of training, raising the ceiling happens only when you raise the floor first. Because the floor, you need to have a stronger baseline before your top end strength is revealed. So yeah, we'll do that today. We'll work on that, and then we'll work on we'll probably do a high intensity day, and then more of a high volume, lower intensity day. And we'll split those two because you're doing at the moment, you think Thursday,
Doing
Saturday, and
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday and Saturday is my two bench days.
Probably look at doing Wednesday as the more intense day.
Right.
So that gives you Thursday, Friday to recover, and Saturday's a light day. So one light day, but it won't be as intense. So
Yeah.
might have more volume, but that'll be a fatigue thing, not a strength killer. And that's the way we'll work on it for the next block, I'd say.
And are you almost periodizing the rest periods by keeping them right now like
It's
2
more
minutes?
just to get used to not resting too long. But at this point, without sounding facetious, I don't really care if you take longer. It's more about your time. I just don't have the patience for rest myself, so I tend to sometimes be a little bit like that, telling other people you don't need to rest as much. But realistically, in those intense sessions, like you're probably better off, especially coming to the last couple sets, you're probably better off taking longer than the first set. Obviously, just natural fatigue, do you know?
Right. Okay. Because I thought you were almost like periodizing in a way where as time goes on, the rest periods are going to get larger with the increase in loads.
They will, like that. I will probably say if we're going to do like 5x2 at like 90% something, I probably will say to you, right, do a minimum of whatever 3 minutes.
Yeah, these 2 minute rest periods they've hit different.
Yeah.
Like I pointed out in that story one of the days. Now I was superset on that day as well. I do usually superset on Wednesday.
Okay.
The bench press with pull-ups.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell you not to do that when we go heavier.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a bit detrimental to your recovery for that.
Yes. Yeah.
So if that's the case, we can switch the sessions to make that the lighter day if you want to superset.
No, that's fine. I can get rid of it.
When we get up to like the 85-90% mark, I'd be of the opinion of do nothing, just sit on your arse for those 3 minutes or whatever the case is, just to get the best out of it.
Yeah, the Saturday session I've been doing just sitting on my arse. That rest period still goes so quick.
It does, yeah.
Really fast.
With what I'm doing at the moment, like if I'm doing heavy sets of something, the way I track it is, as soon as the song I'm listening to stops, I'll wait for the next full song to play.
Oh, right, okay.
And then I'll just start. Just the way I don't know. I could just say a timer, but I can be a bit funny like that.
It'd be funny if you listen to techno.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sometimes like this song's going on way too long. I'm just going to go again. So that's what we'll do now. We'll go on bench, see where we are, and then figure out a plan for the next couple of weeks.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah. Hopefully this was recording. Yes, it was. You never know. Alright, so very exciting. Good talk with TJ. We have the plan for the next 6 weeks. And what you're seeing right now is me warming up to really, I'm testing what my 1 rep max is. And my last 1 rep max previous to today was 150 kilos. And today we bet that. Today we got 152.5 kilograms for a 1 rep, which was very cool. I've never lifted that before. Happy about it. But what's kind of scary is that you think 152, 170, that's not a big jump. But when you feel what 152 feels like and how heavy it is, you're like, okay, there's still work to be done. But we have a plan. We'll keep doing what we're doing. And after we tested the 152, we went down and we started doing doubles of 140. Then we did the last set, we did 125 for 6. And then me and TJ parted ways. I carried on with the rest of my upper body session, which I was probably there for well over 2 hours with all the benching, and then trying to do a full upper body session. I was tanked. I tried to do 50 kilos for my overhead dumbbell shoulder press, which I should have known that was just not going to go up, but I wanted to test the waters anyways. I got 1 rep and then just left it there, which isn't bad considering how fatigued I was after all the benching. And yeah, had a good rest of a session, and that's the video. Hopefully you guys took something from it, and we'll see you next time.